Greetings, Sir and Sirettes, and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved with me, Lathrix. In today's episode, we're going to be playing something very dear to my heart, and hopefully we can change other people's hearts so this is dear to them too. This is the Clockwork virus. I think it's one of the more interesting SCPs in the SCP Foundation Wikipedia, also known as Wiki, I suppose, by those who use better words and shorter terms than I. This is by Exeter, and apparently it's quite good. I've had it recommended to me by several people in the past, and I kept on forgetting to do it, so I'd certainly deserve to give this a quick go-through today. For those who don't know what an SCP is, it is a Secure, Contain, Protect Foundation. It's a Wikipedia page of a series of short stories and items which are classified as an SCP of various levels, which are all mystical items found in the world. Many of them try to stick with some realism, whereas others go completely outlandish. I think this is more of the outlandish level of SCP. I personally adore them personally. I have read so many and just adore the entire concept of the wiki, and I applaud the creativity of many of the more famous ones. So I'm very glad to be playing this. I'm hoping it's true to the SCP. This is an SCP I have read, admittedly, in the past, and I'll probably give it a quick read afterwards, again for nostalgia's sake. So I may be a little bit harsh from here and there, but hopefully I will remain a man of dignity and not be completely rude to the poor person making this. I'm sorry, Exeter. You're making something of interest to me. I will be very mean. As a strange, unclassifiable virus, yes, you can mock my English, by the way, the likes of which mankind has never seen before, infect humanity and kill them through a series of horrific flesh-to-metal transformations, which is pretty much what it does, based on the Clockwork virus from the SCP Foundation Wiki. I cannot remember what number this one is off the top of my head, because I can't remember any of them off the top of my head. Hopefully it might say in the name, who knows. Hey, it will. Called it. Well done, Lathrix. This is SCP-217, so if you want to go to the SCP Wiki, just Google that and then type in that number, or at least scroll down to that number, and you will find this particular one, hopefully. Unless it's wrong, in which case, shame on them. Tick-tock. The Doomsday Clock has begun its countdown. Infect humanity and convert their flesh into blood. And blood? Well, convert their flesh into blood. That would be really horrific. And blood into a jumble of metal machinery with disastrous consequences. And of course we can start somewhere, so let's start off in Saudi Arabia, because why not? Let's have a look what we've got available to us, and we have Zoonic Shift. The virus becomes capable of identifying and manipulating non-human genetic material. Opens up options to infect animals and insects. Now that seems interesting, so I would like to. I'll probably go with this regardless of all the others, because I want to see how it's going to take on the animals, because there's some interesting bits of lore about that. Air. The virus synthesizes stationary microscopic wings, enabling it to glide through the air. Increases infectivity, particularly in arid environments, and, of course, plane transmission. Water level 1, the virus synthesizes waterproof exoskeleton, preventing it from short-circuiting in the water. Increases infectivity, particularly in humid environments and ship transmission. Blood is regular old blood, and then fomites. Virus becomes able to recognize human proximity and will latch onto humans when possible. Increased infectivity, particularly in wealthy regions. Then we have over here, we have ocular itching. The itching of the eye, I'd imagine. The virus enters the human body from the eyes. Gradual conversion of cells into metal leads to frequent itching in eyes. Increases infectivity and severity, as you would imagine. A rash. The virus enters the human body through open wounds in the skin. If you had both, it's a really indecisive virus. Viral conversion of human skin to metal causes itchy rashes, increases infectivity and severity. And finally, the word I can't say, which is basically a form of lung problem. Viral activity in the throat converts surface cells to metal. I suppose it is more of a throat problem. Disrupting mucous membranes and causing discomfort. Increases infectivity and severity. That one sounds particularly nasty. We have rampant growth, which I imagine is just the usual. What's it normally called? It's the unstable thing, makes it more liable to mutate. As the virus converts human tissue into metal, it takes a portion of the ingested flesh to replicate itself. The virus grows exponentially, increasing mutation chance. Drug resistance, it synthesizes counter-antivirals. Cold resistance, that's a different text. The virus synthesizes heat encapsulating exoskeleton, allowing it to better survive in cold environments. Increases effectiveness in cold climates. Heat resistance. The virus synthesizes a folded exoskeleton that can change that can change the configuration of its folds to increase surface area to lose heat. That's kind of cool. Increases effectiveness in hot climates. So far, I'm quite happy with all of that. It's quite true to the story, even though we're only in the very early stages of the virus. And it's all very interesting. But let's go into the zoonic shift. I'm curious about this. Insects become susceptible to infection. Their brains are turned into microchips and tasked to target humans. Wow. Imagine a mosquito which would only ever hunt down humans and just has a thing for finding humans. That's kind of scary. Which of course is good in hot climates. Rodents become susceptible. Microchips are implanted in their brains. So rather than their entire brain being converted, well I suppose a insect's brain is much smaller than a rat, so that stands to reason. Which is good in urban regions, and it makes them aggressive. Birds become susceptible. Microchips in bird brains make them less likely to flee from human presence. Increases infectivity and land transmission. And finally, wildlife. Wildlife becomes susceptible to infection. Virus implants microchips into host brain as always, and makes them aggressive once again, better in rural regions. It's weird that the wildlife is what looks like a very tame dog. He's so wild, this one. Okay, well, may as well go into insect, I suppose. Level 2, virus this is what I'm more interested in. The virus transforms insect stingers, claws and mandibles into metal, allowing them to pierce through protective clothing. Increases infectivity, of course, particularly in hot climates, which is a huge bonus. But I guess we should get some severity so we get some more DNA as we pop out, which should be quite soon. Do you want another one of these first, though? No, okay, stay as it is. Symptoms, let's go with the word I can't say, the throat issue, which has mascatory tension. As muscle groups in the jaws are converted into intricate clockwork, infected find it increasingly harder to move their mouths. Increases severity. And a tiny little infectivity boost. And of course coughing. Infection spreads throughout the respiratory tract, resulting in severe coughing as transformed cells irritate the throat lining. As you would imagine. Increases infectivity and severity. Then we have dizziness and pulmonary fibrosis. Jagged shards of metal along the respiratory tract cause major internal damage, resulting in shortness of breath and extreme coughing. Lethal, and of course increases severity, as you would imagine from doing something as horrific as that. Dizziness. Infection spreads from the respiratory tract to coronary arteries. Conversion of arterial cells to metal impedes blood flow, causing dizziness, which is of course severe. I guess we'll just go back to transmissions then after this. Continue the spread. I think I'll get fomites next just because it'll improve our chance in the wealthy region, so you know, a little bit of a bonus since we only go drug level 1. Let's get level 1 and level 2. The virus becomes able to distinguish infected humans from the uninfected, improving transmission efficiency. Increases infectivity, particularly in wealthy regions. Take that, wealth! I'm after you particularly. The 1% will fall to our clockworky glory. Plague Simulator game goes viral. So, how about increased water? Yeah, sure. Water level 1. Does that say anything different? Water level 2. Virus. Oh, that sounds so cute. Virus synthesizes microscopic fins. Just imagine this. We've got 2 little fins on the side, like a little water ski. Oh, it's so adorable. Allowing it to dictate its movements through water. Increases infectivity, particularly in human environments, and of course it improves ship transmission chance, so we'll have level 2 of that. And I have just found this, so I'm a little bit nervous about. Let's go cold. Let's give it the coat it was talking about earlier. Also known as the exoskeleton, which leads to virus synthesizes microscopic internal heat generators, allowing it to warm itself when necessary to prevent freezing. Increases effectiveness, of course, in the colder of climates. Don't think heaters would do really well for hot environments, so it stands to reason it's there. We definitely need some more severity, so let's go with mascatory tension, which leads to lethal. Fine. Ocular itching, which leads to subconjunctival bleed. As ocular infection worsens, larger quantities of metal pieces in the eyes damage membranes and blood vessels, causing bleeding. Increases infectivity and severity. And we'll read the next one we actually have the DNA for something. We're spreading very quickly. showing completely fine. They've only just shut down the airport, so they're not too concerned about us. Headache. Viral activity in the brain causes intense headaches, increases severity, and reducing research rate, which is very good. Cranial elephantitis. The virus converts the skull into solid metal, greatly increasing its weight. The infected cannot support this weight, causing their necks to snap. Lethal, believe it or not. Subconjunctive hemorrhage. Charge of junk metal in the eyes, tear and rupture membranes and blood vessels, leading to serious internal bleeding. Lethal. Increases severity and lethality. Rash. I don't need lethality right now, but I think I'll save up for the symptoms since I do kind of, you know, want to be lethal soon. And drug level 1. There we go. Let's see what number 2 says. The virus expands its arsenal of counter-antivirals, allowing it to combat class 2 and 3 antivirals. And then finally, situational shutdown. The virus shuts itself down in lab conditions, making it harder for scientists to study its behaviour, decreases future research speed. As you would imagine from an inactive virus. Not the best studying participant. Something which doesn't even wake up for you. Our threat level had just been increased, which is actually a big concern for us. But we should hopefully get to, you know, the country which shall not be named. Good, the country which shall not be named just got infected. Any islands left? Nope. So we begin the murder. We begin the murder in earnest. Rampant growth level 2. The virus sets aside a larger volume of ingested material for use in viral replication. Further increases mutation chance, finally leading to level 3. The virus becomes highly efficient in self-replication and is able to minimise the usage of human material per replication cycle. Greatly increases mutation chance. And then with symptoms, so... Did I read all these? Yes, I did. Wonderful. Let's go with the brain one. Bone dysplasia. Wow, everyone I've played recently has had some form of bone dysplasia. The virus converts all of the bones in the human body into solid metal, greatly increasing body weight. Infected are forced to the ground and starved to death. Finally leading to muscle cramp. Wait, what? I'm guessing that's from rash, because that seems a lot weaker than the others. Okay, let's go with this one. Pulmonary fibrosis leading to, wow, asphyxiation. Complete transformation of the lungs into complex clockwork machinery results in a total loss of respiratory capability. Causes asphyxiation. Okay, what I'm going to do is buy Rodent 1, Rodent 2, just because we are still not completely spread, and we do have a huge mutation chance, so we should really get some more lethality later on. Rodent 2, a virus changes rodents' teeth and claws into razor-sharp metal, allowing them to pierce thick clothing, increases infectivity, particularly in urban regions. And let's go with wildlife level 1. Level 2, a virus mutates the claws and fangs of wild animals into metal, making them deadlier than ever. Increased infectivity, and then we'll get Air 1, Air 2, because we have the freaking money for it, because I forgot we have transstasis. Air level 2, virus wings become capable of folding at will. Okay, so now I'm thinking of the golden snitch from freaking Harry Potter. That's how I see the virus at this stage. Allowing greater control over flight. Also made out of metal, so it makes sense. Increases infectivity, particularly in arid environments, and of course, ship transmission. And we get dizziness for free, which I think slows down the cure slightly. Am I correct? No, but it does start to kill people soon, so that's good. Palpitations, which is that, and which leads to circulatory breakdown. Complete conversion of the heart into a ball of intricate clockwork mechanisms leads to total failure of the circulatory system. Highly lethal. I am a little bit upset though, because in the lore, in the original, there is cases where things are converted, but it doesn't necessarily kill the host. So I was hoping for maybe some form of like conversion line, but oh well. Viral infection in the heart slowly transforms the heart tissue into metal, impeding its ability to pump, causing an irregular heartbeat, and that's what I just got then. That's palpitations. There's a little bit of lag, but that should go away. Oh dear. FPS lag will never get away from you. Gastric ulceration, that should be, yep, lethality is now quite high. Diarrhea, oh, where's diarrhea? Oh, after ulceration, okay. Diarrhea, conversion of the flesh to metal in the intestines greatly reduced digestive efficiency. That's true, resulting in excretion of half-digested food. Lovely. Starvation, the gastrointestinal tract is completely converted into complex clockwork machinery, rendering the infected unable to digest their food. Highly lethal. Did any of these also increase infectivity, possibly? I wonder what's under rash. Lumps. As viral infection in the skin worsens, the increasing quantity of metal displaces human flesh, and the increasing quantity of metal displaces human flesh, causing swollen lumps to appear, increases infectivity and severity, finally leading to dermal calcification. The virus completely converts the human skin into metal with flexible meshes at joint areas to allow movement. Unwieldy weight reduces mobility and, of course, cure research rate. However, we are being cured extremely quickly. Starvation is going to start killing people extremely quickly, though, so the race to kill them before being cured is now on, and honestly, I am definitely now on the side of us. Yeah, goodbye everywhere. We're just waiting for Greenland to be fully infected, so just keep an eye on it, because we are very, very lethal. Asphyxiation now as well. Oh, there we go. There are no healthy people left in the world. That escalated quickly. Muscle cramps. There we go. Oh, can we get... Oh, I can't get everything. My word, there's loads down here. Blindness. The virus completely converts infected eyes into metal spheres, complete with intricate networks of vein-like filaments. Greatly reduces cure research rate. Then we have seizures. Increasing viral activity in the brain leads to frequent spasmic fits and blackouts. Lethal. Apraxia. Bruised brain tissue impedes motor control and causes inability to execute certain movements, which is severity, lethality, and cure research rate all being hit quite nicely. Well, there's our victory. Didn't quite get to see every single symptom, but pretty darn close. I'm happy with that. And look how lethal we are as well this stage. It's like, yep, nothing surviving that. Well, they can't move, they can't breathe, and they can't digest. That's pretty much a death sentence, if you ask me. 2 stars. Also, I've been having a bit of a curse of 2 stars recently. I'll say yes to that. Let's go over to the Clockwork virus. I think it was good. I would love to see a win condition based off a full conversion of the human body into a kind of automatic organism. You know, sorry, a autonomous living mechanical organism, which would be brilliant. Other than that, I think it was really well done and fairly true to the story, well, as much as you can be and still make it a game. I'm going to give it 4.25 out of 5. I think unique images were really needed there because, well, there's so many specific things. I think it was just difficult enough, and it was just intriguing. I found it interesting the entire way through, and nothing much more to say. I think it was good. I think it did service to the SCP, and I think it was in good taste. So well done, Exeter. Yeah. So I hope you all have also enjoyed watching the episode. If you have, hitting the like button, favourite, share, and all that really does, of course, help out the channel. And feel free to view the rest of the Plaguing episodes in the description below. There is a link to the playlist. All 80 or so episodes now. My word, we've done a lot of them. And there's no end in sight. Mahaha. Thank you for watching, Sir and Threads. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye. Hope to see you next time. Do take care.